Blessing, blessing. It's the beautiful afternoon, guys. Just stepped in from work, guys. Blessing to all my beautiful people. This is your girl Leah Authentic Journey, and I'm here with you once more, guys. I just here to just share a topic, something with you that I come across me today. So I was at work and something just really I was on Facebook scrolling and something occurred to me, and I said I'm going to share this with my family, because guys, you know that you're all my families, and so I decided I'm going to share it with you all. First of all, I have a very special friend of mine. I want her to know that I have you in my prayers, and you know who you are. And so right now I just want to say I sure do. You know who he is right now, and so I just want to say to you, God got this. God got your daughter right now. You have your daughter secure in his arms, and he's going to work it out for you. So blessing to you, blessing to you, and blessing to your daughter. I pray God blessing upon her right now. I pray right now that God will send his healing hand upon her. Don't worry, be of courage, and I know God is going to come through for you. He has come through for me. I have that to share with you. When I call you tomorrow, I'm going to let you know the blessing that God bestowed upon me, and he also going to bestow it upon your daughter. I know you're watching, because you are one of my faithful followers, and I know you're watching. And if you even don't watch it right now, I know you're going to watch it soon. So I'm saying to you, God got this. God got your daughter, and trust me, everything all right. She already healed. It's just a process, and God is working it out for her. So blessing to both of you, to your family, to each and every one. Blessing to all my loyal supporters, to each and every one, my followers. If you just even just click on sometime and view, I just want to say blessing to you. Blessing. And so as I was watching on Facebook, and then it just skipped across to my mind just the same with my friend daughter right now. And so it just come across as I'm saying, and my topic today is going to be childbirth. Otherwise you could say childbearing. Childbearing. So whichever one you want to say, childbearing, or if you want to say childbirth. So right now, I want you all, for all the mothers out there, for all the beautiful mothers out there, mine deceased and gone, but I just want to say, for those who don't have any children, and when I say mothers, you don't have to be a biological mother. Maybe you don't birth a child, but sometimes the upbringing of maybe a relative, or you might adopted one, or you might just be a mother, a church mother, or a mother in the neighborhood who just look out for children. It doesn't matter. Mothers doesn't mean that you bear a child only. But only today I'm going to be discussing, the things that mothers who really deliver birth really go through. But I don't want you to feel left out, for those who don't really have a child, who born a child. And so I was watching. I don't know if you guys follow Facebook sometimes, but I do from time to time. And what happened, what I was really looking at today is like this girl, this young miss, beautiful girl. I love her spirit, because she have a lovely spirit, and she's someone similar like myself. When I said like, it's like I love life. I love to dance. I love to move. And sometimes people who don't understand you might from time to time. You understand what I mean? But it's like, trust me, if I want to dance, I'm going to dance. I'm not going to let you stop me. If you don't want to dance, don't dance. And this young miss, her name is Cora Obidi. Yeah, Cora Obidi. I get that right? And she always on Facebook, and I always follow her on Facebook. I don't know if she's on YouTube, but I know she's on Facebook, and I follow her a lot. And so she's she loves to dance, and boy, she make pregnant look so easy. She have a child already, and she have her husband and a first child, a little girl, June. Yeah, I follow her, yeah, because I love her spirit. I love how she loves to dance and move. And a lot of people criticize and talk. But let me tell you something. Whether you do good, people are going to talk. And whether you do bad, people are going to talk. So do what pleases you and try to please the Most High God at all time. You try to please God. There are times when we can't ever please God because I try every day, but sometimes I fail. So once you're happy, you don't watch when nobody wants to say. You do you, and that is enough. And if your husband is okay with whatever you do when you dance, so be it. Dance, girl. Dance, dance, dance. Yeah. Now, you might not agree with how she portrayed herself on sometimes, by just how the way she dances and XYZ. But I love dancing. Dancing, I'm not going to debate on her dress code or nothing. I'm just debating and the dancing. Oh, she loves to dance. And so do I. So, I was watching where from she get pregnant until it coming on and, coming on until I see where she was going to deliver room. She was having a baby. Her time was come for her to deliver the baby. And childbirth, it is so beautiful. It is wonderful. It is awesome. It is nerve-wracking. And you can describe it in many, 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 many ways. Many, many ways when you come on to talk about pregnancy. And every pregnancy you have, it might be different. You might have a pregnancy, your first child might be where you don't go through a lot of pain and many illness or so forth. And that's what I'm saying. But for some, they go through agony. And like myself, I've been through a lot. A lot. When I have the first one, I swear I wasn't going to have another one. I swear. I said, me, not another baby. I will never have another baby. And then the second, I said, well, I have the pair now because God has been so good where I was blessed with a boy, a girl, then a boy, then a girl, then a boy. So I have 4 beautiful children, 2 boys and 2 girls. And I also raised up my nephew. And Fanny was 6 months. And so I also take him from my son also. So forever since I said I have 5 kids. Because I've raised him from he was 6 months with my child. So this is what I'm saying. He saw me as a mother. He took me as a mother. He never knew a mother. He never have. Never will because she deceased. And he's my brother child. And so I grew him up. So I grew 5 kids. Where I said these are mine, different from my nieces and nephew. When my brothers and sisters them all went away, I was the one there raising all my brothers and sister children, and it was nothing to me. It's like I thank God that was then, because today, dear, let me tell you something. To home, is enough of them a youngster stay. Maybe I end up in a prison. I not lie you. Because when I come on with children, the way that children operate today. But anyway, we'll get to that. Because if you follow me, run on and run on and run on and run on and run on. But my point is what I'm going to talk to you about today. So guys, I saw where she was in labor. And she was in they put this pool. And notice they look at different things now nowadays. And time people have baby, you don't have your money, You don't have your money, you can't have it any which way you want. You understand what I'm saying? So she was having her baby into a pool, and it was water birth, as they call it, And she's so full of life, and she was just dancing all the time. All the time you see her, she's dancing and full of joy, or she's cooking, or she's eating, or there's always something with her. Or, maybe doing her makeup, doing her hair is always something. But when I watch her giving birth, and I look at her when I see like she was there first talking, and when her daughter walked in the room, and she said, not now, June. And when I look and I saw the stress on her face, I said, it's only a few minutes left now for the tears to come. Because, having a child and delivering a child, and you knew what that poor young miss was going to go through. And when I said poor, don't take me wrong. It's just a word of speech. So when I look and I said, oh my God, just looking at her and seeing her going through the pain of agony to bring forth a child into this world, to bring forth a life, I'm telling you, I find myself crying tears. And I was at work sitting down and I'm saying, oh my God, Lee, catch yourself. Come on now, catch yourself. You know, get yourself. You know, but I was just there and I was just thinking and I was just saying, it is not easy. It is not easy to bring forth a child into this world. Children are a blessing from God. They are created by the Most High God. And we also was a babe in our mother wombs. And when we look and I really observe, it's like I understand everything. But today, just watching and know, and when I really remember of how she always dance and going on, and always lively and always are going, And then today, when I look and I saw when she ready to have that baby, and it's like she was lifeless, that life that's bubbling over wasn't there no more, because guess what now? A pain of agony. It was agony. And so I start to flash back in my memory, I start to flash back my first time of pregnancy with my first child. And I sat there. And I remember my having given birth to my first child, my daughter. She was very lazy. She was a lazy baby. Lazy baby. It's like she wasn't pushing her nothing at all. And even when I was on the way going to hospital, I could remember, like I was saying, it's wonder if I'm ready to have no baby. Because this moment the pain come and it go. But it's like, like when I had a kids them the way now, after experience, But it's like this child wasn't pushing, wasn't fighting to come to land. And until now, this is she just barely moves same way. Nothing troubled her. Even sometimes, like when she in my tummy, I used to be after rubbing my tummy to make sure she's alive, because it's like, and seeing where she is today, nothing trouble her. But my point that I'm trying to say is like, it's like when you find out that you're pregnant, it's different for everyone, because some people plan their babies, some people make full preparation. However, I have 4 kids, and to be honest, I never plan for one. Never plan for one. Never. Because it's like when a person like myself, who could only finance myself, thanks be to God, thanks be to the Most High God, who have kept me and kept us and being a provider. Because with the rough time that we do face and that that I've been through with all my children, it's like I never planned, but it happened. But guess what? God provides and He opens doors. And God always, and despite all and all, Father God always try and make a way for me so I could feed them. And you see them big breasts, yeah, they're not only big for nothing. If it's one thing He can tell you, you see them? They're never only big for nothing, then they ain't dry. Whenever time I was pregnant, milk overflowing. When I said milk a flow. And guess what? I wasn't fortunate enough to I never didn't know what name pump. Since me have my 4 kids, I know what is a breast pump to pump out milk. Because I remember taking the comb when the milk them sitting up and comb it down, just a comb it down. And those milk, it wasn't going to the baby, it was squeezing in basin to pour out. Because, like them cow who have huge amount of milk, that was me. It was so bare that my boobs was like this. And then, looking back at it, it's like, Father, I have 4 kids, and I've never, not one ever drink from a bottle. They refuse. Because I try to give them bottle, but they refuse. But with these boobs, it's like there was always milk to supply their needs. So they never want bottle or nothing. Sometimes I get tired. I never want to even breastfeed them, because the time I'm tired of feed them now. I want them to take the bottle, but they refuse. And it doesn't matter what you put in the bottle. And out of my 4 children that I birthed, not one have ever drink from a bottle. Never ever drink from a bottle. So you see, so this is what I'm saying when I come on to a mother. A mother, it's not easy, Getting pregnant, the illness that some of us as mothers face, Um, some of us are faced with morning illness for months and months. Months. We have this morning illness. For you have the vomiting, the nausea, can't keep down anything. If you do eat something, you're not staying down. And most mothers, many are different. They are different. But most have the same suffer the same thing, but some are different. Some people, I say, some people don't go through it. First thing, when I'm pregnant, it's like it's hell for me. I'm not telling a lie. When me say hell, me mean hell. But out of hell come good. And so when I look and I'm saying, oh my God, it's awesome, it is wonderful to bring forth life into this world. It's a beautiful feeling, it's a wonderful feeling. But before that beautiful life arose, it's like you go through so much, so much. And the thing about it, we mothers, is like we embrace it. It's like nothing, because this is the way that our body was designed to really bring forth, a child. And so I'm telling you, it's like to bring forth a life into this world. It's like, going through all these turmoil and all sort of stuff that we encounter and what we as mothers face, and we having sleepless night. Sometimes you want to lay down on your belly, you can't lay down. You want to lay down on your side, you can't lay down. Crampness. Oh my God, I'm telling you. Oh, I'm telling you. Swollen feet. Your blood pressure. Most of the time our blood pressure elevate. Glucose level. So all when you never have it. All when you don't have a glucose problem. Come birth, you find yourself. That's what reaching you. It's like your mouth springing water. Just keep springing water. You keep spitting. Your mouth are full of water like a river stream. Like a river stream spring water. And there's nothing you can do. You lost your taste. It's like corona. No taste. No taste in your mouth. You can't, restless night. I can imagine having restless night before even baby born. And then you can imagine after baby born again. Mighty God. And then, you embrace all this because it come with the pregnancy. And through all this, that's victory, So it's like bittersweet. It's bittersweet. One word to describe it, it's bittersweet. You go through some bitterness, but then they're going to come sweetness. And I just look and I'm saying, when I was there and I'm saying, oh my Lord. And then she just kneel down in the water and and there's nothing like having the support of whether your husband, your fiance, your boyfriend, your partner, once you're going through pregnancy and worse, having the baby. Every time I talk, I must big up my husband. I must congratulate him. I must. Throughout all my pregnancy, he has been there. My husband always been there. It wasn't like whenever time I'm pregnant and to say, I'm pregnant. It's like I always keep it for a while before I say it to him, because his eyes would pluck out, and it's like he's into another world, because another baby again. We're going to do it, but it's like because of we know we have the hardship. And this is what I would say to couples or women: if you are having sexual interaction and you're not protecting yourself, for me, I couldn't take family planning. And I've done well to only have 4 and couldn't take family planning. There are times when I really wouldn't ever get close because I really never want any more children. And while children are so lovely and so beautiful, to take care of them, it is not easy when you can't afford. But when you can afford, and you know that you have things set, and you don't have to worry, and you don't have to fret, then you know everything set. Unfortunately, it wasn't an easy road for us. But I give God thanks. Um, then he wasn't my husband. He was my baby daddy then. But today, my husband, and I'm saying, he stood by. He stood, and that's why at times, even no matter what happened, and things happen, and even your marriage and things may not be the way you would want it to be, you have to give to Caesar what due to Caesar. Come, you can tell us, say. And every day, I tell him, I said, you always was a good father, maybe not a good husband as a dad, but you always, he may not couldn't have afford to give his children all that, but he never walk away, and that is very important. And I always say to my children, let me tell you something. There are times when I'm here and I'm in need, honestly, and I would make sure I said, make sure you do this for your dad, and make sure you do that for your dad, because I know there are times when I remember in my district, whoo, sometimes I remember some things, tears fill my eyes, I'm not gonna lie. I remember he couldn't even afford clothes at times, not even clothes. I can remember. There's a set of family in my district, and they will call him one suit. I remember. They will call him one suit boy. One family too. They would talk. And I always take it up for him and leave him alone. Nobody tell us I have one suit. Because it was hard. And he was working, and he was trying to make ends meet, and he was trying for us, to put food on the table, and he was responsible for his grandmother. And you see, when you love somebody, and you know that you love somebody, you don't really watch what other people might have and what you don't have, once you know that the person is trying their uttermost best. And that's just sometimes like when I remember my days of having children comparing to now. I'll say children and mothers today thinks there's a lot of difference from when I was having kids. A lot of difference. And maybe some will say nothing changed. It's changed a lot. It has changed a lot. And so as mothers, when you have a baby daddy in your life who really stood by you and played the role of a dad, and whatever you have he bring, and sometimes they make you do 100, but you see, the best is always good enough. And I remember I will come in the morning, and he will make sure boil the porridge, and he will boil the fish tea. And right now, to tell you the truth, I can't stand fish tea. I can't stand it. Fish soup, me can't stand it. Me boil it and me have it sometime. But the other day I was reminding him, it's like I have so much, because when I just have the baby, he will kill you with it. Because he used to have a friend that was a fisherman, and he will go and he get the fish them, and he come and he boil the fish soup. And because I have so much when I have babies, it's like porridge. I don't know much with even planting porridge and those stuff. The man used to kill me with them, yeah, me, I tell you. And you also kill it because, like people used to say, when you have baby, you need a lot of soup, you need a lot of porridge, and a heavy food. And he was there, he was there, and he plays a role by sticking it out. We have our differences from time to time, and we do go through our phase, just like any other couple we used to. But he always stood, even when time hard and he can't do as much, he still stood by me, and always be there with the children. And I'm telling you, I'm grateful and I'm thankful, So as mothers nowadays, you have a lot of mothers. We go through terror. We go through a lot to bring forth a life into this world. And the worst part, we do it with such, although it's bittersweet at the end, and we know, like, it's like we do it with such passion, we fall in love with our babies from the babies are in our womb. And the struggle is real. And this is why I always say to young people, be careful Be careful of what you're getting yourself into, because when you run out there now, you have the babies, and this one come and give you a baby and gone, and another one come and give you a baby and gone. It's like sometimes they just come and a lot of I watch and I look around, and in my neighborhood and all around, I look and I see right now where a lot of mothers, they get pregnant, and as soon as there was nice, the relationship was sweet and dandy. As soon as the baby comes in, the man gone and gone look another sweet chick. To him you get whole, you still fall, you whole fall, you don't lay out right now, and he gone look something else that awesome, and then we mothers are left to carry the load. Sometimes even the pregnancy we are left with before the child born, and that is even more stress. And a mother knowing that the dad is not around and it's just you alone, and knowing that it's not you alone who really made that child. 'Cause it take two to tangle. As what my mommy would say, it take two to tangle. So that's why as women, we have to be very careful, because there's nothing like when you see a lady get pregnant, or and the man play a role, or the man is there, or the husband is there. I just imagine it's just beautiful. I was watching MTM, that's what they call them, with this vlogger Jamaica, and I'm telling you, it's like she get pregnant, and it's like was such a joy. And I'm saying, mighty God, to be honest, me never experienced that joy when me pregnant. Me not lie, yo, me never. It's like I love my kids and I enjoy having them. But it's like when you know that things were so hard and you get pregnant, it's like you start to fret pan. Oh, my God, I'm going to do this again, and this I have to do, and that I have to do, and so. But when you plan for those babies, or you know that you can afford it, full joy. It's a full joy. But it's full joy even when you can't. It's joy, but it's more of a full joy. Fully joy when you know that someone is there with you, and you can really, you can set up a baby room, you can do this and you can do that, and it's such a joy. It's like a bundle of joy. And so I'm saying today, like when we as women get pregnant, and we have 9 long months. 9 long months we have, for go through this labor. 9 months, and we go through it, in sickness sometimes, soul and feet. Not even a man for rub the lady them feet sometimes, and rub your back, and for doing a little thing for you, and to say, baby, I've got you. And mothers carry it. They carry those babies, and and they fight, and they fight, and they go through it. And then after all going through all of them there and everything, for 9 long months, the pain, you can't even turn, the belly cramp, if I was to name everything that woman so face, it is not easy. But the love that we so desire of these children, and to bring forth life into this world. And when the sad part of it now is when, after going through all that, and you come and you watch your kids them grown, and sometimes not even grown fully, because I'll be a force ripe I go along to this sometime, they're ripe to, they're like some fruits. A lot of children are like, especially our girls, like some little fruits, and they are force ripening. They don't come to plenty of the guys and never allow them to fully ripe. Like you have mango tree in your yard, and the mango then ripe, you start lick them off and start have them before. And that take place with a lot of our women, a lot of our girls. And so when you have children and they are not respectful to mothers today, I'm not going to talk about parents or dad, I'm just talking about mothers, and you sit back and you look, boy, I'm glad some don't grow kids. Me not lie, but I end up in prison today. Me not lie, I will be surely in prison. Because when you see all you've been through, all, and you bring them into this world, you brought them right here. The agony of that having those babies and to deliver them. Split up every different pieces of your body. Having baby after sometimes you want pee and you can't even pee. You can't even pee. And for those who have children, you will understand what I mean. At times you want to pee and you know what you have to do before you can pee. Of the damage that children have done to our body. You know, our body. Your boobs them was once firm and nice. And you know, you have to deal with them. Like they want to reach your waistline at times from bearing of children. But we don't complain. We love it. We enjoy it. Bring forth life. It's a beautiful thing. Wonderful. It's a blessing. And so, after having these children, and go through all of that, and enjoy your titty and bite your nipple and all sort of something, and then for what, then come and you talk to them and them back answer you, and then them talk to you a certain way, and then they feel like, oh, them a woman and them a man, you can't talk to them. After all that we as women go through, and after all that, a lot of these children, parents, I'm not saying our kids are responsible for us to the point where we're going to be blaming them to say, I want to make me not have this and I want to make no. We choose. Yeah, we agree if we never have children at times, things will be different. But remember, they never asked to come here. So we have to be very careful. But there are some ungrateful children who after we women, mothers, has got through all this and bring forth them. They won't ever check sometimes to see if their mother's okay. And I'm debating on mothers now because I was watching the video and it really touched. I cried today, you know. I find myself and say, oh my God, look how a delivery, to have a baby, a childbirth can bring down someone from that spook. Even in pregnancy, I watched that young miss, one leg hop like this. Oh, I said, oh my God, she's the most active mother that's pregnant I've ever seen in my entire life. She make pregnant look easy. For me it wasn't, but she make it look so easy. And when you have these children and then you see, oh, tell the children, be careful how you treat your parents, especially your mother. Be careful how you treat them. Father will deal with you. Father will deal with you. When a woman really got you all of them there, sometimes when herself can become mothers, and yes, they don't treat your mothers so badly. And I'm speaking to boys, and I'm speaking to girls, I'm speaking to men, I'm speaking to women. It is not a easy road to bring forth a child into this world. It is a life and death situation. Many go into child labor and don't make it out. I'm not saying this to scare anyone, but I'm saying this to open the eyes of many children who their parents are suffering today. A lot of parents are suffering. Suffering, and I said suffering, I mean they are suffering. Many out there living the big life and they don't know where their mother eat. They don't know how their mother make it. They don't hear, they don't speak to their mother for weeks, for months, for years. They don't even visit their mother. I want to do it. The agony that's mothers. The agony that mothers bear to bring forth a child. Examining herself, looking to herself. And I saw that young miss and I said, oh my God. It will bring back memories for me with all my children that I've bear. I thank God for my kids. I thank God for my children. My 2 girls are here. I thank God. And you know, they're finding for themselves. It's like, you know, it's not easy. But you know, my kids are around me. And we share together. And they don't have it like to the in bundle, but they make sure mommy is good. You understand what I'm saying? It's like they're around you. It's my daughter who pick me up since evening. My daughter will make sure that I'm home from work. She may can't give you, but the little thought count when they're around, and they will take the phone and call her, mommy, you're alright. But you have your parents out now, you're not doing nothing, you're not call for find out, you're not check up on your mother, you're not check up on your parents. I wanna do it. It is not easy to bring forth a child into this world. And as I said, many dead in a childbirth. Many not make it out. And whenever time I saw a mother, I always worse with their tummy huge, I always, even when I don't know them, send up a prayer for them. Because I know. And it doesn't matter how old our children is. It doesn't matter. It's like parent will never. There's always some place in their heart where mothers is like they will say it does. If your children head hurt them, feel hurt you as mother. If they feel pain, you feel it. If they are going through a crisis, you are going through with them. If they're sick, you're sick. That's how we mothers are. We can't help it. I remember my husband used to say, you spoil these children. I'm saying, no, don't spoil them. I'm not spoiling them. And he said, well, maybe because you bear the pain for care, they come and make you feel different. And it is true. We form a bond with our kids from their inner womb. We form a bond. And when I just sat today and I just watched a young miss, and she was in the water, and like she just like when the pain take her, and it's like, and she just barely going, and the nurse talking to her, and and I'm just there looking, and I'm saying, oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, I remember even when I was home when my goat was having kid, and to how I see the young Miss Ben, I said, oh my God, that those goats feel terrible pain when I hear they cry too. It's like they're going through agony just to bring a kid. And it just flashed back, it just dawned on me today, and I was just there looking, and I was saying, oh my God, even the animals feel pain too. And sometimes we just take it lightly, and it just touched me today. It just touched me. Honestly, it does. And I was just there, and I sat there because and I just keep looking at the phone, and I remember getting up and making wrong, go check the pattern. It's like I couldn't stop watch it, and I keep watching and watching, and I'm saying, mothers are special. I don't have mine with me today. I don't. But the agony that a mother's bear to bring forth a child in this world, it's not easy. It is not. And we at times take mothers for granted. Not I'm not going to say me, because I know how special my mother was to me. I still cry at times when I remember mother. I still cry. I was very close. Both me and my mother was very close. Oh, my mother and I was friends. We speak about everything. We share everything. May her soul rest in peace. My sister, she deceased 2019, I think. I went to Jamaica, and for 18 years she have never seen her children. Foreign country will take a lot from you at times. Mm-hmm. And my sister went to England and she spent 18 long years up there, 18, before she could get the chance to go back to see her kids back home. And I used to be there looking after the children. And before she, that's my sister I'm talking about. And before she went away, we was very close. And I get the break to come to this country, and I take it. And she always talk about her children, and it's like she always said, I just want to see about my kids, and she just want to go home. And then they have kidney problems, and we used to say I used to say to myself, I wonder if she's ever going to make it home. But my sister was full of life. My sister, one thing with her, it's like she was blind, but regardless, it's like she used to give me hope. She used to give me hope when we used to talk. And, it was just our children. It's like she talked about her kids them so much. And she decided that she was going down. And I remember one of my sisters saying to me that I don't think she's going to make it back, because she's really ill. But she decided that it doesn't matter what, she'd rather die, but she's going to see her kids. And she decided she wanted to go, and she went to Jamaica. Yeah, she went down, and she says she's making a family reunion, so I must come. But I was going through some financial problem at the time, and I said, I don't think I'm going to make it, you tell I don't think I'm going to make it. And she said, you have to. And I said, okay. And I decided, and I remember take a loan, and I went to Jamaica, and I saw her, and it was sweet. Just as my sister for 18 years. Well, as I said, it was very close, And we spent some lovely time together, and when I came up from Jamaica, she was to go up the following week, and she died before. But what I'm saying to you, I'm making a video. But what I'm saying to you, oh my phone, it's like, despite she passed, I find peace. What I'm trying to say, knowing that she get the chance, my lip a little dry, to see her kids. She get the chance was to see her children. And there's nothing like a mother's love, nothing. And she get to see all her kids them, her grandkids them. They get to rub her, spend like a time with her, because the grandkids them, like she used to talk with them on the phone and everything. So it's like they knew her before they even met her, and that was the beauty of her when it come on to her children. But I'm just trying to tell you about a mother's love, And just the other day I saw one of her daughter posts, and like she was saying, even though mommy have gone, it's like, without a dad for our kids them. And it come to what I'm saying, without father for our kids them. She was a mother and father for our kids them, and she push and she fight and she go away, and she make sure our kids them was well taken care of, going to school and clothes and fed and everything. And that's how a mother's love is for our kids. That is the love of a mother when it come on to children, and come on to our children. A mother's love, or let me say, it's like, it's amazing, it's unconditional, there's no ending, there's no limit. That's a mother wanna go, a real mother from the depths for children. And it all starts from the time that they conceive in the womb, when you choose not to abort that child, but instead to bring forth that child. That is where it starts from. From the moment you get together, and that child, from you get pregnated and you get pregnant, and you know that, yeah, I'm going to carry this child. There's nothing in the world going to let me abort this child. I'm going to carry this child to life. It doesn't matter the sickness. And I remember when I fight with my last child, and when doctor said, come on now, Miss Foreman, you're going to lose your life, you're going to lose your life, you have to wash out this child because you are bleeding 24/7 and you have to, and it's either your child. And I remember when they sent me to do that DNC, to do that scan, and when they do the ultrasound, and I said, Doc, is there a heartbeat? And he said, yeah, there's a heartbeat, but I think you should just get rid of this because at the end of the day, it's your life. And I said, Doc, once there's a heartbeat, I'll fight. I'm not washing out my child. I'm going to bring forth my child. And I go through sickness. I bled for 7 months straight. 7 months straight. Up to 6 months I bled. 6 months. 7 was just like spotting, and I bled. And I decide I'm bringing. He said, whenever time you have to, if you have a heavy bleeding, we have to take it into theater or what. But the child in the wrong tube and bravery and all sorts of something. And thanks be to God, glory to God. That boy give me hell. 21-year-old. Give me a lot. The 18th of this month. The 18th of this month. And guess what? Hey. When I said he give me talking. When I said he put me through it. And I tell him the story. I decide I'm not going to let it out. That's my child. And if I dead, me go dead, but me okay, come here. And I carry it. Yeah, me carry him. All the trouble went to me, I have no regret. That's a mother's love. And I bring forth my child. For a beautiful soul of bless my home. Thanks be to God. And I'm saying, children, the Bible tell you, obey your parents. And many don't. But I give God thanks. None of my kids have ever ended up behind bars. They are not 100% perfect, but none of us are perfect. And I love them. I'll move heaven and earth for them. I'll go to the end of the earth for them. And even though they're adults, that's the love of a mother. Now if me see them do wrongs with them a thief and a broke down place and a do all sorts of something, me not did that with them no. Police are go care them. Because me not join them there with them. And as I tell my younger child all the time, if you done wrong, you're going to suffer the consequence of it. Because whatever we do, we have to pay for it. So, Miss Cora Obidi, congratulations on your baby girl. I admire you right through your pregnancy. You let pregnant look so easy, despite the torture and everything that come with it. But when I see it reach the labor, I saw you break. I saw you break. The love for the child that you have, I know there's nothing to compare. I saw you dance with your baby in the womb. You bring forth a bouncing baby girl. I knew before. But I watch you and I've opened my eyes even more to be appreciative of our partner who stood by us during pregnancy. I saw your husband stick with you. You've reminded me, in many ways, you've reminded me of all the 4 children that I've brought to this world. The pain, the agony, everything that I've been through. Flashback to my eyes today. I deliver your baby with you in tears today. Even when I look part of the cutout. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be a mother, whether or not you have you deliver a child from your womb. It doesn't matter. A mother is a mother. But I was just debating. and the pain and the agony and the things that we mothers has to bear to bring forth a life into this world. Children, respect your parents. And parents, you have to do the same. You have to have respect for your kids also. And not because they are children, you feel like you can speak to them anyway, say anything to them anyhow. It doesn't work that way. Respect are earned. You give respect to get respect. But some children are rude and they don't even know to talk to parents. But I'm just saying to you, remember, mothers, we go through a lot. We don't only just walk in the hospital and the baby come out. It's a life and death situation when a mother decides to bring forth a child. It's a sacrifice. We gave up a lot. I know I did. But I can't blame my children for it because they never asked to be here. I've been through, I don't know what I don't do in this world. I've never exchanged my body for money. And I'm not saying for those who exchange their body for money to feed their children, I'm not bashing you. Don't say what I don't say. I'm not bashing you. Because a mother will do anything when it comes on to their children. I've done it all except exchange my body for money. I've never. I tell even lie. Me walk a shop, me credit, me trust, me thief. Yes, me thief. And when I say steal, it doesn't mean that me got broken away. Me go over people place and me ready go cut banana that wasn't given to me over property. I've done it for my kids. Me pick coconut jelly, peel them out and sell them for the survival of my children. It wasn't given to me. As long as something is not given to you, that is steal. Right? And what you do or how you do it. I never got people place to go thief, go put myself in a problem certain way. I know how. It's a property, open land, people go, banana tree that we used to go there. Yeah, you might tell the same thing, Sometimes I remember I'm sitting with some people when we grew up with, where today day, where sometimes you see them, and they really then I remember them passing. I can't forget my passing now, yo. I've been there, I've done it all for my children. I'm not ashamed. I've only never exchanged my body for money. Never. And I never will. That I don't believe in. I've put my pride aside and I've done many things, but I've never exchanged for money in order to take care of my kids. From my baby, from my child was 2 months old, I go to start wash, clean people dirty house at Jamaica all about. In order to feed my kids them. I've done it all. Still struggling. But one day I know my God is going to come through for me. I believe without a doubt. He have taken me this far and I know he won't leave me. So I'm struggling, but I give God thanks. God have been blessing my kids, opening doors, and even for myself, if I was to roll back the curtain of now and then, I'm blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored by God. And regardless of all odds, I may not have what I fully need in life. I'm not going to say want, need. But God supplying. God, the same God who we serve, He have been supplying my daily needs. And so, as I struggle along life road, it's not a easy road, but I give God thanks for His many blessings. I thank Him for life. I thank Him for strength. I thank Him for health. I thank Him for opening new doors. I thank Him for keeping me and protecting my kids, covering me. I thank Him. I thank Him for being there for my family, my husband, my son back home. God has been there through it all. We don't fully accomplish our goals, but the moment you start, you're heading there. And so I give God all the glory, all the praise. I thank Him for what He's doing and for what He's about to do in my life. I thank Him for blessing my home with my beautiful 4 lovely children. I thank Him. I thank Him for all mothers out there who have been mothers to their children. And a lot of children use these words or saying, oh, my mom gave me away. Your mother gave you away. She didn't throw you away. Listen me very good. Your mother gave you away. She didn't throw you away. She never dash you in a no condom or let you out in a no chimney, no chamber or no toilet. So it's a difference. Remember your mothers. Remember your parents and a whole. But remember who brought you into this world. And prayers are powerful. Children out there, remember. When they come on to talking to children about taking care of their mother, I do that. I speak to them. I've done that, and many are called. I've speak to children that they open their eyes and start to look up for them parent now. I respect, I honor those who I see doing it. I thank God for mine. Just December gone, my son was trying to buy me a ticket to come home. I said to him, son, at this time I can't come because I'm in certain situation, but I'll gladly accept it for medical purpose. And I receive it. I thank God for him. And it doesn't matter what your children offer. Be grateful and thankful. I thank God for all you parents out there, for all you mothers, for all your children who are doing what is right. Continue to do what is right. Until next time, this is your girl Leah saying, blessing, blessing, peace I leave with you. Continue to put God first. I love you, but remember, God loves you best. Until next time, this is your girl Leah saying, bye for now. Thanks for watching. Mwah.